Hi guys, it's Average Ed here. Today we're going to talk about my first time in university and my first time flying a plane. So to add flesh onto the story, I've always wanted to be a pilot ever since I was a young kid. But obviously due to age, I couldn't start flying school. And also the price, it's quite expensive. Last year, 2015, when I finished high school, I applied to join Strathmore with a couple of my friends. But honestly, I did not know what course I was doing. I just did it for the fun of it. So eventually, by God's grace, I got an acceptance letter into Strathmore. Me of all people. Me. So I joined Strathmore in January 2016. I was there for 2 weeks, but in those 2 weeks, I learned a valuable lesson. Always go after what your heart desires. Anyway, so during the 2 weeks I was in Strathmore, I started talking to my parents about the potential of me starting flying school. So yeah, I think they kind of got the idea of me doing flying. My dad got really excited. My mom was like, "Oh, you know it's really expensive. We can't afford it." But my dad was like, "Oh, Cecilia, we will make it." Anyway, so anyway, we went around Wilson. We found this really good school. It's 99's Flying School. The director is a really good guy. Everyone was really friendly. So my dad was like, "Hey, since it's you might get a job out of this, we'd rather invest in your education." And you know how parents talk. So long story short, I stopped going to Strathmore. But I want to go back to Strathmore because I was advised I need to get a degree. So I'll look into that later. So I joined a flying school, a class of 20. I really enjoyed it. What can I say? Okay, we started for the 2 months. I was back to January. I joined. Oh my God, January 2016, flying school, 2 months ground school. Okay, then exams are really hard. Exams are hard. Okay, so in the exams, pass mark is 70%, and if you fail, you have to do groundwork again. My exams, you basically look up into the sky. Today is a cloudy day, but you're supposed to name clouds, nimbus, cumulonimbus, whatnot. And I passed my exams with flying colors. I got a 71%. And finally, it was time for me to start my simulated flights. I got my instructor. I was assigned my instructor. He's also a big guy like me. I'll get into that later. I did my simulated flight 20 hours. Took me around 2 weeks to do my simulated flight. Now it was time for me to choose the plane I wanted to fly. I had a choice of 2 planes. I had a Cessna 152. Maybe I'll put an image here if my editing allows. Cessna 172 if editing allows, so that you can tell the difference. Anyway, my instructor explicitly told me not to choose I don't know if this was the 152, because he's also a big. I'm a big guy. Yeah, big guy. So I couldn't choose the 152. I think that's on this side. So I had to choose the 172. So that was, let's say it was last week. So I booked. So once I chose my plane, I had to book 1 week. In 1 week, so I booked next week. And in that 1 week, I forgot everything to do with flying. Now think of it as the other week. I got to the airport, checked in, got into my plane. My instructor came, we did my checklist, what. He was pretty pissed off because I'd forgotten, but he was cool because it was my first flight. He understood. It was my first flight jitter, something like that. So this was single-handedly the most exciting thing in my life. When I turned on the engine of the plane, taxied the plane, took off with the right turn, base out, whatever. So, that was 1 month ago. So after my first flight, I chilled for 1 week, then I continued flying. Up to now, I have 4 hours flight experience. I hope to get thousands more. About Strathmore, I'm planning on joining Strathmore again. I talked about that a couple of seconds ago, my memory, sorry. I apologize for the lighting, I apologize for the sound, I apologize for the video quality. It will get better over time. So all I ask of you is just like this video, like, subscribe, share this video. It's been Average Ed. Thank you for listening. If you got, I'm talking too much, I need to stop the video now. Bye. Hi guys.